Hello friends and fellow gamers, MKxJUMP here, and this week DH Games have given us a Soul-Awakening Gala, which they've combined with wishing coins to make a really exciting event. If you remember back a few months ago, the first good wishing coin event we saw of 2024 was an event that integrated these two things together, which then resulted in something which was incredibly good value for picking up things like Destiny materials, Cores of Origin, Sublimation. There was a lot of stuff to enjoy, and depending on what type of player you were, there were different rewards available to everyone. So today we're going to be talking about whether it's worth going after this event, if you were going to spend, what I would do, and the different tiers of spending that can get you the most rewards for your account. So join us today as we break down this week's Idle Heroes event. But before we do, let me tell you about this week's sponsor. Angel Legion is a sci-fi idle RPG similar to Idle Heroes but set in space. You put together a team of angels combining their abilities into epic combos to explore the galaxy, defeat powerful foes, and when all that fighting is over, you can hang out with your heroes in the cabin to relax and unwind. The heroes in this game are fully customizable, and you can dress and change the way they look to your heart's content, and there's lots of different heroes in the game for you to experiment with to find which team you like the most for making progress. Exclusive for this week, users on Google can get themselves 10 additional summons and a rare fashion item normally available only to people on Steam. If you go ahead into your account settings, click on the gift exchange button, you can redeem the code KBWP3412, and that will get you 10 free summons plus an exclusive fashion item you can equip to any hero you like. As well, for this week, there are 3 limited edition festival fashion items, normally only available at Chinese New Year, Christmas, and other exclusive events of the year. The devs are giving these away for this week only. If you want a chance to pick these up, make sure you log in and start an account today, because they will only be available for limited days this week. So if you want to get access to those exclusive fashion items, make sure you use those codes and set up your account today. Angel Legion is completely free, so if you want to give that a try, it helps me out, and you could find your new favorite gacha game. Anyway folks, let's go ahead and check out this week's event for Idle Heroes. So, this week is Sky Labyrinth and Wishing Coins. So every day for logging in, we're going to get ourselves 15 Mithril Pickaxes and a Super Wishing Coin. Make sure you claim these, as the Mithril Pickaxes will be very, very important for making progress this week. So you need to log in every day so that you can get all 105. As well, for this week, Force War is coming back, so make sure you go ahead and sign up. You can either go with individual sign up or guild sign up, depending whether you want to be with your buddies. If you go with individual sign up, there's a chance that you get ranked with some of the more powerful people in the game, such as Omega Project, or if you go with guild sign up, you'll go in with your friends, but you do get to compete with the same people you do things like Star Expedition with. So whichever one you want to go ahead with, sign up. Now, taking a look at the cool events, if you bought the Splendid Awakening card, that's going to carry on over into this week, and that's very helpful. It means you are going to get an Awaken every single day this week if you bought this, which will make life easier if you plan on doing the Soul Awakening offers, because 7 free Awakens is pretty helpful. But for the things this week, we have our value packages, and you get a lot of gems, Mithril Pickaxes, and Wishing Coins from this. However, there's no Treasure Train tickets. It seems like DH Games have taken a step back and actually made these packages worse, which is a little unusual. Normally they've been giving us tickets thrown in here as well, so I'm not sure what's happening with DH Games there, but yeah, these seem to be not as good as normal, which makes me even less likely to want to buy them. Now, on top of this, we have a $100 value pack that you can buy twice that seems really odd. It gives you 2,500 Prism Story Gems, so that already is decent value, and it's throwing in 15 treasure coupons and 15 Cores of Transcendence, along with this strange chest, which has a chance of getting you either 50, 100, or 150 Contract Story Gems. So let's just call that an average of 100 from every box, which means you're likely to pick up 1,000 Contract Story Gems with this, and that's kind of helpful for Awakens. The only weird thing about it is I have seen much better $100 packs given in the past, but the reason this is what it is because we have as well a Moonlight Gift, and technically that is the best thing to purchase this week, because normally during Moonlight Gifts, if people want to go ahead and top these things up, they'll end up buying 2,500 Prism Story Gems on their account so they could use that for the auction house. Well, technically this is just a better version of that Prism Story Gem package, so it is probably pretty good if you were planning on spending this week. So I will be breaking down what you should be spending and how much if you want to maximize your rewards this week. So for the main stuff with the event, we've got Sky Labyrinth, so you can go in here, select your hero, and take a look at the different tiers of rewards. This is going to be helpful for you guys wanting to make progress and get some extra food or resources to help out your account. account. Nothing special here, but it will be useful to do this because of what's at the very bottom. We have a Starlight Melody that is actually rewarding us for consuming mithril pickaxes. So make sure you use your mithril pickaxes in the Sky Labyrinth, and you can also buy some more using gems. This is very helpful and will get you more progress in the long run. On top of that, we have a Wishing Fountain event giving ticks as the 5-star reward here. And remember that to do 10 spins, you only have to use 8 wishing coins. So 300 points requires 240 wishing coins. Now again, looking at the Starlight Melody, for every 10 wishing coins you spin, you will get 1 point. So again, wishing coins might be worth it this week if you're looking to get some decent rewards from the Starlight Melody. Normally, I don't recommend chasing Wishing Fountain events unless it's giving additional rewards. This week is doing exactly that, so it might be worth it. And on top of that, we have the Gala, which is rewarding us for summoning heroes in the Soul Temple. These awakens will be of different tiers, and you get points depending on the tier you achieve, and those points can add up to get you some pretty decent rewards. The first 70 points will get you 3 chests and a treasure coupon. Once you get to 100, you can pick up a mysterious artifact selection chest. 150 is going to net you a Essence Sublimation Chest too, and if you plan on going all the way to 300, you'll get yourself either an Essence Sublimation Chest or a Core of Origin chest. Probably not worth going for Spiritual Essence. And if you want to push all the way and do 100 awakens, you should get to 600 points, and you can even pick up Destiny materials. But that's only really worth it if planning on maxing the Starlight Melody, because that's the third thing needed to get points here. You need to awaken a hero's soul 1 time in the Soul Temple. So to work out whether it's worth spending your gems in the Sky Labyrinth and using your wishing coins this week, and of course using your awakens, we need to weigh up the value of the Starlight Melody. Because first of all, for a standard free-to-play player, this Soul-Awakening Gala isn't worth it because you're not getting a B-Stone at 200 points. You'd much rather save your contract story gems for a Soul-Awakening session. So unless there's something better than a B-Stone available here, I'd say that most free-to-play players should save their contract story gems and skip this Soul-Awakening Gala. So let's weigh up what's available here. If you look in this 100 pack, that's going to get you a few Stellar Shards, it's going to get you some Spiritual Essence, and it's going to get you some Master's Toolboxes, along with a selection chest which lets you pick one of the original first 6 Transcendence heroes. At 200 points, we have a very similar item that gives a slightly improved chest, and again for 300 points it's the same thing, but with newer heroes one more time. 400 is getting you just a chest that contains the latest 4 heroes to come out, Gaggy, Yormtum, Patricia, and Luna, which actually means you can't get Alakita here, which is a little sad. But the 1000 chest is where all the good stuff is. Take a look at this. This is getting you everything from artifacts, flags, sublimation, spiritual essence, cores of origin, even destiny materials. So the fact that you can pick this up multiple times is going to make people who spend very excited, because this is one of the easiest ways and cheapest ways to get destiny materials on your account if you were spending money. However, that does require you to get to 1000 points. So is it worth it, or even possible, let's say if you're a free-to-play player? Well, 1000 points is extremely difficult to reach. To get there, you're probably going to have to do all 100 awakens needed in the Soul Awakening session to get to 600 points. That straight away is 500. Then consider your mithril pickaxes. You're going to get 105 for logging in every day. You can buy another 40, so that's another 145 points. That's going to take us to 645. So to close the gap there, you're going to have to do 3,500 spins in the Wishing Fountain, which is ridiculous and totally not worth it. So immediately, free-to-play players should not be chasing this event, because it's asking way too much to get these bonus rewards, and therefore I would rather save and not go after this Gala, because there is no B-Stone available. So free-to-play players, that's what I would recommend. Just save your contract story gems. This is not an event for you. However, just because this event isn't great for free-to-play players doesn't mean it's not good for everybody else. In fact, it's brilliant. And that all comes down to the Moonlight Gift. If you had 200 bucks to spend this week, you get a heck of a lot of rewards. First of all, you're getting a few extra mithril pickaxes and prism storage gems thrown in for your spending, armor and equipment coming through there, extra gems, more prism storage gems, cores of transcendence, and when you get to $100 spent, you're going to get an additional 60 mithril pickaxes, meaning you'll get 70 from here in total, and you get double rewards from Sky Labyrinth and triple rewards from the Starlight Privilege. So by spending that, you're getting 70 additional mithril pickaxes in total, along with all these bonus rewards, which when combined with what you're going to get for free this week, actually takes you up to 215. 215 plus the 500 points you're going to get for doing 100 awakens is really nice. That's going to take you to 715. Which means then, if you have 2,280 wishing coins, you can spin them and get yourself to 1,000 points. That 1,000 points is going to get you initially one of these items as a reward, but because you have times 3 on your rewards, you're actually going to get 3 of them. So you're spending 100 bucks to get 3 lots of Essence Sublimation, or probably in most people's cases, Destiny materials. That's not to mention all the additional bonuses you're going to get from the Soul-Awakening offers as well, but that does require you to have around 7,000 contract story gems so that you can easily do 100 awakens this week. However, the Splendid Awakening card might make that a little bit easier. Now, if you're planning on keeping on spending, you can go to the next level down, which is an additional 100 bucks, and that turns your times 3 modifier into a times 6 modifier, which means you're spending twice as much money to get twice as many rewards. You're instead getting 6 of these rewards here, which is still fantastic, and I think another great position to go in on this event. As well, times 6 is nice if you can't go ahead and fully max this event. Let's say you don't have the Wishing Fountain coins lying around to go ahead and get all the way to 1,000 points, but you do have a few, meaning you can get to 667 points instead. That times 6 is still 4,000 points in total, which means even spending 200 bucks and not wasting a ton of wishing coins, you will still go ahead and manage to get 4 lots of these rewards. That's a pretty good middle point for those of you that don't have too many wishing coins, but you do have the awakens at your disposal. Different combinations to get to 667 can work as well, different amounts of awakens versus wishing coins, but my advice would be, if you are going to go ahead and chase this, to go either all the way up to 300, which is only going to get you 250 points, or to 600, which is going to get you 500 points. That said, though, if you don't have a lot of contract story gems, you can easily get to 667 by going ahead and going to 300 points and then spending a lot of wishing coins if you were sat on a large stack. So that again is another way if you want to spend 200 bucks to get to 4,000 points. So 200 bucks seems one of the better ways to go in on this Moonlight gift, as that's allowing you either to get maximum rewards by fully going in on this event and getting times 6 to get 6 lots of this, or you can only get to 667 but still times it by 6 to get 4 lots. Either way, you're getting a lot of Destiny materials for doing that. But then finally, they've added a very greedy tier here on the bottom, which is 400 bucks. That's really annoying because that's twice as much money again. So you'd think we'd be getting twice as many rewards, but sadly we're not. It's only times 9. To go from times 6 to times 9, but with twice as much money, is only going to get you 3 additional bonuses here. 3 additional bonuses for an extra 200 bucks, in my opinion, is not worth it, and it's just bait for whales. The only difference is if you can fully max this event, you will get access to one of these new Origin Artifact Selection chests, as well as another one for spending 400 bucks in total. I don't think that's a good enough bonus to justify spending an additional 200 bucks on your account. These Origin chests are cool, but they're definitely not worth that much money. So if you were planning on spending this week, I would stop on 10,000 VIP XP. I think 20,000 is just far too much. To think, we've had events like this in the past come up where 200 bucks was a really good entry point. So just think, what would you rather do? Spend 200 bucks now and then 200 bucks on a similar event to this in the future, which will get you 12 lots of these rewards, or spend 400 bucks now and only get 9 lots? It just doesn't seem like good value. I would rather split that money across multiple events to maximize my rewards. The only people that will spend 400 bucks on this week are people who will buy absolutely everything in this game because they have more money than common sense. In which case, fair play to you guys if that's what you want to do. But personally, my recommendation to you viewers here on YouTube is to not do that. Now that leads us to the next question. What is worth spending 200 bucks on in this game? Well, you can take the lazy man's approach and just go ahead and buy the Flora's Picnic twice. That will definitely sort you out, but there are other levels of spending. For example, you get some Prism Story gems here for getting to 500 VIP XP, so maybe you're just a low spender who doesn't really want to go chasing after all the rewards this week, but would appreciate some Prism Story gems. Well, 500 VIP XP is exactly enough to buy yourself a monthly Carnival card. Sky Labyrinth with a Moonlight gift is always the best time to buy your monthly Carnival card because of those extra Prism Story gems. So if you're a monthly card user who likes to get the monthly Carnival card, go ahead and buy it this week, and do the same every time there's a Sky Labyrinth Moonlight gift, because it will get you 300 Prism Story gems. But a good option for people wanting to get to 200 bucks is actually to go ahead and buy your Privilege card, Senior Privilege card, and your Treasure Crystal card. This is 40 bucks to update all your cards for the month, but you can buy these in advance. So if you definitely plan on playing for the next 5 months, if you're gonna be here for the big Halloween event coming up in 5 months' time, then just go ahead and buy 5 months of Privilege cards. That way, you can still be a mid-spender who only buys privilege cards, but you are getting absolutely incredible rewards for doing so. So my advice is, if you're not completely turned on by the Flora's Picnic, let's say you have better ways of getting Prism Starry Gems on the cheap, then yeah, that value just isn't there. So buying 5 months worth of privilege cards and treasure crystal cards is just a really, really good idea. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing this week, because with the 60 days I already have, that's going to take me all the way to Christmas, which means I don't have to worry about my monthly cards again for quite some time. So by doing that, you're efficiently giving yourself a ton of great rewards and buying stuff in advance that you were going to buy anyway. So people that are monthly subscription users, this could be your week to top things up. Assuming you have a good way of either getting to 667 points and timesing that by 6 to get 4,000 points in total, or maybe you can fully max the Soul-Awakening offers, get to 600 points here, and that could be your ticket to 6 lots of Destiny rewards. That is really nice. Now, newer players might want to prioritize Cause of Origin here or Sublimation, just because you need those advanced on your heroes first before you Destiny improve them, but for a lot of later players, myself included, just picking up a ton of Stellar Shards, Spiritual Essence, and Destiny materials is so valuable that it's going to be massive for making progress, and the Turbo series is absolutely going to pop off with these rewards. So if you want to catch that, join me tonight on Twitch, or join us here on YouTube by subscribing, because we're going to see a ton of progress this week on the Turbo series. Finally then, next week we have Imp's Adventure, Extra Drop Carnival, and Shelter Mission, a very standard Carnival week. In Shelter Mission, Inosuke, Betty, Geista, and Delasium are the reward heroes, so make sure you save 4 stars with their corresponding classes and factions so that you can get yourself those heroes very easily, and of course make progress in the Imp's Adventure. For more information on next week's event, as well as other Idle Heroes events, I review them here every Friday, so make sure you hit that subscribe button to catch these videos so you know what to do in the week ahead on Idle Heroes. Either way, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You have been fantastic, and why not check out Angel Legion, our sponsor for today, as they do have 3 exclusive packages available only this week for purchase. And for those of you after something free, make sure to use that code to get some extra summons and exclusive fashion items on your account. Either way, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Have an amazing week. And of course, happy idling.